I'm Maggie Fletcher. I'm here with Surjit Dharmi, who is a teacher of the formless meditation and self-realization. And I'd like to ask you, Surjit, um, what is an authentic spiritual journey? Many people talk about being on a spiritual journey, but how do you know that that's an authentic journey?
An authentic journey? You mean a real journey?
A real journey, yes.
Okay. Any journey, be it inner journey or outer journey. The outer journey, we all know, you go to different places. The inner journey is not about places. When you go to outer journeys, let's say you want to travel somewhere, you have to get a ticket or you have to know where you're going. So the outer journey, if let's say if you're going to Australia, you have to say first, I want to go to Australia. And then you get the ticket and then you go. Or if you go to France, you get the ticket and you say, I want to go to France. The inner journey is actually completely different. The inner journey is about not going to the places that you know, rather going to the unknown. That is the authentic start. If you start with something that you know already, it is not authentic. It is artificial because you are starting on a second-hand knowledge or of something else. A real journey, a real discovery is when you are going for the uncovering. That is what discovering is, when you remove the covering, when you go for the unknown. So if you are striving for the unknown, that is the inner journey, a real journey. And if you're going to go for the inner journey, it also means that you cannot prepare for it either. How can you prepare for the unknown? Yes? Yes, so you can't prepare for the unknown. You can prepare for the known. If you go to a hot country, you wear your shorts, your t-shirt. If you go into a cold country, you wear your coat. But how can you go on the inner journey and prepare for it? You cannot, because you do not know what the unknown is. And that is what is so authentic about it. And the outer journey, again, is about when you travel somewhere. Let's say, again, we use the example of Australia. You pack a suitcase or two or three because it's a long journey. But for the inner journey, it's not about packing anything. It is about unpacking. So you unpack all your ideas, all notions, all self ideas, meaning the ego, which is a hallucination of the mind, the pride, the pain, the suffering, the history that we create within our mind about ourselves. You unpack everything of what you think you are. The outer journey is about packing somewhere to go. The inner journey is about unpacking all notions, all ideas, and self identifications. You see, the outer journey is about beginning somewhere. So when you begin an outer journey, you begin somewhere and then you end somewhere. Yes? The inner journey is about trying to get to the point where there is no beginning, to get to the point where there is no end. That is the real inner journey, is knowing there's no beginning and there's no end. It is just, that is the journey in itself. You see, the outer journey is about movement. So you move from A to B, like you start from Heathrow Airport, you end up in Sydney. Yes, so it's a movement. You moved thousands of miles. The inner journey, there's no movement, because the inner journey is about being unmoved, going to the unmoved and being unmoved by anything in the worldly ways. So you are unmoved by anything, unaffected. So the outer journey is about movement. Inner journey is about not being moved. You see, the outer journey is, again, as I mentioned, about distance. So you travel, let's say, from here to Australia, it's about the distance. The inner journey, there's no difference between you and yourself. So there's no distance either. There's no movement. There's nothing to prepare for. There's nothing to pack and prepare for something. Because all you have to do is then, for the inner journey, to the outer journey, you have to do many things. For the inner journey, you have to be open. It is like a bird at dawn. You know, it thinks, which branch shall I sit on, and what should I do, and all these techniques. Nothing. It doesn't need to maneuver its wings in any way. It doesn't even need to fly to the sky. It can sit on the ground. It can experience the dawn wherever it is, as long as it's open. That is all that is required in the inner journey. The inner journey is just about being open to the possibility of knowing the unknown. That is the authentic inner journey.
Thank you.
Thank you.